Good morning, Wealth family. I'm coming across a trade here that I see that you guys can take. So I'm going to delete my chart, remark up my chart real quick so I can get this out to y'all. I'm going to delete it just so that you can have these zones and mark up your chart with these zones here, okay? All right, so we start on the monthly time frame. We're going to mark last month's high. And I'm only going to mark what? 50% of last month's candle. All right, then we're going to come to our weekly time frame. We're going to mark last week's high, low, and 50%. You can see 50% of last week's range and 50% of last month's range is the exact same zone. So I'm not going to worry about that. We're going to come down to our daily. I don't really see anything important here to mark up. We are going to come to our 4 hour. Well, actually, I want to zoom over on my daily and find our zone above. As you can see, price has not been up here in quite a while. I'm back on my weekly now. All right. So price hasn't been this high on EurCad. You see this dotted line here. This is current price. Price has not been here since 2009. And we have a fair value gap right here on the weekly. So this is our TP area. So we're still about a good 65 pip from that area, okay? So now we're going to come down to our daily. Let's zoom back into current time. All right, nothing to work on our daily. Let's come to our 4 hour. Price just pulled back here on our 4 hour. I was expecting for it to touch um, last week's high, but it came into this fair value gap here, which is fine. And now we are shooting up. So let's come here to our 4 hour. And our 4 hour here, our 1 hour here, we can mark this trend line here. All right, so first rejection, second rejection. Now price has just broken outside of our trend line. So now we're gonna come to our 15-minute time frame. We just got our impulsive candle moves here. This three candlestick pattern is called the white soldier candlestick pattern. What would be ideal is for price to come back and retest this trend line here and then come back into this fair value gap. And then you could take an entry for a buy up to that weekly zone here, okay? Come down to our 5 minutes. So if we look, all we've got now is impulsiveness. We're just waiting on that correction. All right. And then we got a head and shoulders pattern here. So it's possible price can come back down up in here to retest the neckline. Okay. So just look for your pullback and then you get in on this buy. There's normally not any good setups on Wednesday, and this is actually a picture perfect setup, so I hope you guys catch it. All right, have a good Wednesday.